Good morning students. Continue the discussion. So in yesterday discuss some problems on the basis of minus and cofactors. So today is also continue the some conditions on the basis of cofactors and with the corresponding elements of the determinants. Now to remember some two different points on the condition of cofactor with related with the elements of the determinant. So first one is, if the elements of rows or in any columns is multiplied with corresponding cofactors. What are the elements are multiplied with corresponding cofactor, then their sum. After that multiplications of the corresponding cofactor with elements and all the elements are get adding with each other, that is called the one of the values of the determinants. So we already know that how to expand the values of determinant by using in their expansion form along with one of the row or one of the column, if it is possible to find the values of the determinants. We already know that problems on the basis of expansion, but it's another condition how to find the values of the determinants. Now it's denoted by either using the determinants of A or det of A, otherwise symbol of determinant delta. So you already known one of the method is possible to get expand with the any one of the row or in one of the column. But today it's also can be defined by elements of a row is multiplied with the corresponding cofactor. If one of the elements of the row is multiplied with the corresponding adrde cofactors jothe multiply madidre and all the multiple numbers are get adding with each other, it's one of the value of that determinant. So that is generally can be written as determinant of A is equal to, so determinant of A is equal to A11. A11 is denoted for the elements of first row and first column is multiplied with corresponding cofactor is denoted by, cofactors of that element is denoted by capital A plus A12, it's multiplied with capital A12 plus A13, it's multiplied with capital A. So that is called as one of the formula to find the determinant of A by using that property. Now in generally elements of the matrix A are A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. These are the elements of the matrix in 3 cross 3. So now whatever the cofactors, minor and cofactor of that elements are denoted by using in the capital letters. That is capital A11, A12, A13 are the cofactors of what are the elements are represented in the first row. Similarly A21, A22, A23 are the cofactors of the elements of second row, and A31, A32, A33 are the elements of the third row, cofactors of the third row. So now what are the elements of the first row are multiplied with the corresponding elements with their cofactor, corresponding elements of the cofactor A11 into A11, A12 into A12, A13 into A13. So after that sum is nothing but one of the values of the determinant. Similarly, it's also can be written as in the form of product of second elements of the second row with their corresponding elements of the second row. That is also it's another one of their expansion can be written as A12, A12, A22, A22 plus A23, A23. That is also one of the expansion of the determinant. Similarly, it's as usual in the third. So A13, A13 plus A32, A32 plus A33, A33. So these are the some conditions or some point to remember that conditions of the determinants of A using with their elements and the cofactors of the given determinant. So therefore, the elements of a row is multiplied with the corresponding cofactor. What are the elements of the first row or second row is multiplied with the corresponding cofactor, then their addition. Then their addition is also nothing but sum. Then their sum is the value of a determinant. It's one of the property to remember the relation between elements and then cofactor. Similarly, now the second condition is, if the elements of a row are in their columns are multiplied with cofactors of any another row or then column. If one of the row is multiplied with cofactors of any another row or in the column, so then the sum is always nothing but 0. So it means what are the elements of the first row is multiplied with cofactor of any another row. So if the first will choosing their elements of the first row, these elements are multiplied with either in second or then third row with their cofactors, then the sum is nothing but 0. Therefore, it can be written as, that is A11 means elements of the first row is multiplied with cofactors of the elements of second row. A11 into A21 plus A12 into A22 plus A13 into A23. So what are the elements of the first row are multiplied with the cofactors of the second row, then their sum is always equal to 0. So similarly, it's another one of A11, A31 plus A12, A32 plus A13, A33. It's also can be written as 0. Means what are the elements of the first row are multiplied with the elements of cofactors of the third row, then their sum is always nothing but 0. So similarly, if the elements of the second row is multiplied with either the coefficient of the first cofactors of the first row or the third row, it's another two equations are will be possible. Similarly for the third row. So elements of the third row are multiplied with the cofactors of the first and the second row, that is also nothing but 0. But if it is not can be written as in all their expansion, just will remember the statements of that condition. If the elements of the row are multiplied with the cofactors of any another row, then the sum is always nothing but 0. So after then we will give the one of the example according to these two statements. Now first we will consider in one of the matrix of order 3 cross 3. So A is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 0, minus 1, 2, 3, 0, minus 5. Now first we will verify the first condition. So now to find the determinant of A. So determinant is 1, 2, 3, 0, minus 1, 2, 3, 0, minus 5. First we will put the alternating sign along with the first row. So 1 is an element of first row, first column, and these elements are get neglected and the remaining elements are by using in their cross multiplication. Minus 1 into minus 5 is plus 5, minus right to diagonal is 0. Similarly, first second element is plus into minus is minus 2. 2 is an element of first row, second column, and again these are get neglected. Remaining are get cross multiply. 0 into minus 5 is 0, minus 3 into 2 is 6. Plus third element is 3. 3 is an element of first row, third column, and these are get neglected and the remainings are multiplied with each other, that is 0 minus of minus 3 is plus 3. That is 1 into 5 is 5, minus into minus is plus, 6 into 2 is 12, plus 3 into 3 is 9. 3 3s are 9. So then we will get adding. So 12 plus 9 is 21, 21 plus 5 is 26. That is the value of the determinant. So after that, what are the A11, A12, A13 means cofactors of along the elements of first row. Now first we will find A11. So A11 means cofactor of first element. So that is multiplied with plus. It's defined by what are the elements of first row, first columns are get neglected and remainings are get written as in the form of -1 to 0 minus 5. After that we will simplify 5 minus 0, it will be equal to 5. Similarly A12, so A12 is an element of first row, second column, and these elements are multiplied with minus. These are multiplied with minus. So that is minus of second row, first column, first row, second columns are get neglected. Remainings are 0 to 3 minus 5. Then the product is left diagonal is 0, right diagonal is minus 6. That is minus into minus is plus 6. Then A13. So A13 is called as cofactor of third element of the first row. Again it's multiplied with plus. Now these are the symbols of corresponding elements of the determinants. So in the first row is plus minus plus, second row is minus plus minus, and third row is also plus minus plus. So it is an element of first row, third column, and these are get neglected. Remainings are nothing but 0, minus 1, 3, 0. So then their product is left to diagonal is 0, minus right to diagonal is minus 3. After that minus into minus is plus 3. That is 0 plus 3 is 3. So these are will capitals A11, A12, A13. Means these are will be called as cofactors of the elements of first row. Now by using the first formula for the determinants of A. Now determinant of A can be written as A11 into capital A11 plus A12 into capital A12, A13 into capital A13. So A11 means first element. First element is nothing but 1 of capital A11 is 5 plus A12 is second element is 2. Then capital A12 is 6 plus A13 is 3 of capital A13 is nothing but 3. So it's also get some simplify 5 plus 12 plus 9. It's nothing more 26. Now these two are comparing with each other. Therefore the determinant of A can be written as A11 into A11 plus A12 into A12 plus A13 into A13. That is just verification the first conditions of the first point. So similarly it's also verified in the second points in the same example. So again we will be consider A11, A12, A13. These are the cofactors of the first row. A11, A12, A13 are the cofactors of the first row. Now any elements of rows are multiplied with the cofactors of another row. So therefore now we will be consider in the cofactor of the first row. So it's one of the condition of cofactors of the first row is multiplied. What are the elements of the second row? Cofactor of the first row is multiplied with elements of second row. Elements of second row. Then the solution is nothing but sum of the solution is nothing but 0. So that can be written up. That is A21 means elements of the second row can be written as A21 into capital A11 means first elements of the cofactor of first row. So plus A22 into A12 plus A23 into A13. It will be equal to 0. Cofactor of the first row. A11, A12, A13 are the cofactors of the first row are multiplied with elements of second row. Multiplied with elements of second row. So second row elements are nothing but A11, A22, A23 and their sum is nothing but 0. Now to prove that it will be equal to 0 by using the general elements are examples of the one of the determinants. Now A21 means first elements of the second row is 0 into capital A11 means it's a cofactor of the first element is 5 plus A22. A22 is nothing but minus 1 into A12 is 6 plus A23 is nothing but 2 into A13 is 3. So then we will get simplify. 0 into 5 is 0 plus 1 into minus 6 is minus 6 plus 2 into 3 is 6. After that plus 6 minus 6 equal to 0. It's a solution of the RHS. Therefore, if any elements are multiplied with the cofactors of any another row, then the sum is always nothing but 0. That is another one of the condition for relation between cofactor and elements of a determinants. So next we'll discuss about adjoint of a matrix. Now, what about the definition or meaning of adjoint? So let A is equal to A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. These are the elements of a square matrix. Otherwise, it's one of the 3x3 matrix. Then capital A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. These are will be called as cofactor of A. Cofactors of A. Capital A11 is the cofactor of small a11. A12 is the element of cofactor of A12. Similarly, if all the elements has a cofactors of corresponding elements, then the transpose of the cofactors of the matrix A, transpose of the cofactors of the matrix is called as adjoint of a matrix. Transpose of the cofactors of a matrix is called as adjoint of a matrix. In yesterday classes, I will not represented what are the elements of the cofactors are in the form of matrices. So just will be defined adjoint cofactors of a determinants. Now nenne class discussion ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ elements of cofactors na matrix alagli determinants agli enclose madilla, just will find that elements are solutions of that cofactor. But today can be discussed with adjoint of a matrices. It depends on one of the condition of matrices. Therefore, these elements are enclosed in one of the square bracket. Otherwise, it's also by using in the simple bracket. So, therefore, what are the cofactors of the corresponding elements of the matrix A are denoted by using in the form of A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. These are can be taken as in the form of transpose. What about the meaning of transpose? If interchanging, if the elements of rows and columns, interchanging their elements of rows and columns are called as transpose of a matrix. So, therefore, the transpose of the cofactors is called as adjoint of a matrix, and it's also denoted by ADJ of A, either in capital letters, otherwise it's also denoted by in the small letters. So, ADJ of A is a denoted symbol of adjoint of a matrix A. So, therefore, the adjoint of the given matrix is defined by, it's one of the matrix, therefore, these are enclosed in a square bracket or simple bracket. What are the elements of the first column? A11, A21, A31 are represented in the first row. Elements of the first columns are represented in the first row. Similarly, elements of the second column A12, A22, A32, and elements of the third column is A13, A23, A33. So, that is called as one of the adjoint of a matrices. Therefore, definition of adjoint is transpose of the cofactors of the matrix A is called as an adjoint of a matrix. So, in generally, what about an adjoint of 2x2 matrices? Now, at A is equal to A11, A12, A21, A22. is an elements of the matrix of order 2 cross 2. So first we'll find then cofactors of that element. So cofactors are, first element is A11. So A11 is an element of the first row, first column, and these elements are get neglected. Remaining is nothing but A22. But according to the symbol, first elements are multiplied with positive, that is plus of A22. That is also denoted by capital A11. It's a cofactor of the first element. Similarly, the next element is A12. So A12 is an element of the first row, second column. And these elements are get neglected and remaining is nothing but A21. But according to the symbol, second element it's multiplied with minus. That is minus of A21. It's denoted by A12 in capital letters. Similarly, we'll come to the second row, A21. So A21 is an element of the second row, first column. So and these elements are get neglected and remaining is nothing but A12. But according to the symbol, first element of the second row are multiplied by minus, that is minus A12. That is also denoted by A21. Then the last element is A22. Last element is A22. So A22 is an element of the second row, second column, and these are get neglected and the remaining is A11. But according to the sign, if it is multiplied with plus, that is plus of A11, it will be equal to A22. These are will be called as cofactors of each elements of a matrix of order 2 cross 2. Then these elements are also represented in the form of matrices. Cofactor of A, it will be equal to A11, A12, A21, A22. But after that cofactor, it's also can be defined by adjoint. Adjoint of A means transpose of the cofactor. Adjoint of A means transpose of the cofactor, that is A11, A21, A12, A22. But what are the elements of that given matrices? So A11 is nothing but A22. A12 is minus A21. A21 is minus A12. And A22 is nothing but A1. That is adjoint of the 2 cross 2 matrices. But once we'll observe what are the elements of the matrix A and adjoint of the matrix A. Now, what are the elements of the matrix A and adjoint of matrix A are comparing with each other. What about the main differences between these two matrices? Now, first we'll observe the elements of the diagonal A11, A22. But in the adjoints, these two values are will be interchanged. A22, A11 are will be interchanged. Similarly, the right diagonals are A12, A21. These are differ with their changes with their sign. So what are the left diagonals of the given 2 cross 2 matrices are will be interchanged, and the right diagonals are just changes with the sign. That is called as adjoint of 2 cross 2 matrices. If it is always remember that condition, because if these steps are not necessary to mention the problems on 2 cross 2 matrices. So therefore, directly how to get written as in the form of adjoint of a given matrix in the 2 cross 2 matrix. So 2 cross 2 matrix in a adjoint na direct agi bariyabodu. Ee calculations ella necessity irala namgali. So by using that condition is, what are the left diagonal elements of the 2 cross 2 matrix are will be interchanging in their place. So A11, A22 are will be interchanging in their place, and what are the right diagonals? Elements of the right diagonals are changes with their sign. So if these two are will be positive in their given matrices, or both are will be negative in your answers. Suppose one of them will be positive and another one will be negative. If changes with their sign, that is called as one of the adjoint of a 2 cross 2 matrix. Our next condition is singular and non-singular matrix. Now A is one of the square matrix. A is a square matrix. If any square matrix is said to be a singular matrix, if the determinant of A is always equal to 0. Means whatever the values of the determinant after that expansion, otherwise by using the properties of the determinant, so such a values is always nothing but 0. Such a matrix is called as one of the singular matrix. A square matrix A is said to be a singular matrix. Definition is a square matrix A is said to be singular if determinant of A is equal to 0. That is the definition of singular matrix. Similarly, its another definition is a square matrix A. A square matrix A is said to be non-singular. Is said to be non-singular if determinant of A is not equal to 0. Therefore, give some example for both singular and then non-singular. So first one is the given matrix A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Matrix A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Now to find the determinant of A. So determinant of A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. So by using in their alternating sign along with the first row. Now first element is 1. 1 is an element of first row, first column, and these elements are get neglected and remaining elements are get cross multiplied by using in the 2 cross 2 determinant. 3 into 5 is 15 minus 4 into 4 is 16. Then the second element is minus 2. So 2 is an element of first row, second column, and these elements are get neglected and remaining are get cross multiplied. 2 into 5 is 10, 3 into 4 is 12. And the third element is 3. 3 is an element of first row, third column, and these are get neglected and remaining are get cross multiplied, that is 8 minus 9. So after then simplification, 1 of 15 minus 16 is minus 1, minus 2 of 10 minus 12 is minus 2, plus 3 of 8 minus 9 is minus 1. So then we'll get multiply. 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, minus into minus is 2 into 2 is 4, plus 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. So after that addition, that is nothing but 0. Therefore, determinant of A is equal to 0. Determinant of A is equal to 0. Such a matrix is called as a singular matrix. Determinant of A is equal to 0. Such a square matrix is said to be singular matrix. Similarly, given another example, it's one of the non-singular matrix. Therefore, where A is equal to, second example is A is equal to 1, 2, 0, 0 minus 1, 2, 3, 5, 0. So get simplified with an alternating sign. 1, 2, 0, 0 minus 1, 2, 3, 5, 0. Multiplied with their alternating sign. Plus 1 of. 1 is an element of first row, first column. And these elements are get neglected. Remaining are get cross multiplied. Left diagonal is 0 minus right diagonal is 5 into 2 is 10. Similarly, next element is 2 is multiplied with minus. So minus 2 is an element of first row, second column. Minus 2 is an element of first row, second column, and again these are get neglected. Remainings are nothing but 0 minus right diagonal is 6. Then the third element is plus 0. where 0 is an element of first row, third column, and again these are get neglected. Product of left diagonal is 0 minus right diagonal is minus 3. So after then we will get simplify. 1 into minus 10 is minus 10, minus into minus is plus, 2 into 6 is 12, but third element is a multiple of 0 is also equal to 0. So after that, if it is nothing but minus 10 plus 12 is 2, but 2 is not equal to 0. Therefore, determinant of A is not equal to 0, then such a matrix A is nothing but one of the non-singular matrix. These are the definitions with examples of singular and non-singular matrices. If determinant of A equal to 0 is a singular matrix and determinant of A is not equal to 0 is called as non-singular matrix. Next one, some properties of adjoint, singular, non-singular of A matrices. Without any proof. Proof is not necessary in your examination. Now first one is, if A is a square matrix of order n, then A into adjoint of A equals adjoint of A into A equals determinant of A into I. It's one of the standard properties of adjoint of a matrix A. So one of the standard properties also uses some another conditions of inverse of a matrix, and it's also verified with problems on the properties are will be true. So give an example for the basis on this property. So condition example for the first property. Let where A is equal to sum of the matrix of 2 cross 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a matrix of order 2 cross 2. Now first what will be find them. A is one of the given matrix, adjoint and determinants of A. So first property prakara ಏನೇನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. So A is one of the given matrices, adjoint solve ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು and then determinant of A. Now first we'll find determinant of A. So determinant of A is equal to determinant of 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll get just cross multiply. Product of left diagonals are 4 into 1 is 4 minus right diagonal is 6. The solution is minus 2. Again to mention if it is not equal to 0 because it's one of the non-singular matrix. Then next we'll find adjoint of A. So we'll already know that how to return as elements of adjoint of A in the 2 cross 2 matrices. So in 2 cross 2 matrix, adjoint of A are written as in the form of shortcut form. First what are the elements of the left diagonals are changes with their place and right diagonals are multiplied with sign. So left diagonals are 1 and 4. These are will interchanging in their position. 1 and 4 are will be interchanging in their position. And what are the right diagonals are multiplied with minus. That is minus 2, minus 3. These are will be called as adjoint of a matrix A. So after then we will LHS of the given statement A into adjoint of A. A into adjoint of A, where A is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4 into adjoint is nothing but 4 minus 2 minus 3, 1. So get multiplied with rows and columns of their corresponding elements. In first row, first column, product of first row, first column, 1 into 4 is 4, 2 into minus 3 is minus 6. Then again first row, second column, 1 into minus 2 is minus 2, plus 2 into 1 is 2. Similarly, second row, first column, 3 into 4 is 12, 4 into minus 3 is minus 12. Second row, second column, 3 into minus 2 is minus 6, plus 4 into 2 is 2. So after that simplification of the elements of a matrix is 4 minus 6 is minus 2, minus 2 plus 2 is 0, again 12 minus 12 is 0, minus 6 plus 4 is nothing but minus 2. Therefore, minus 2, 0, 0, minus 2, let be called as an equation 1, that is one part of your proof. A into adjoint of A. So to remember that values. Similarly, the second condition is adjoint of A into A. So product is nothing but adjoint of A into A. So because multiplication, you will already know that multiplication of two matrices is non-commutative. So because we will just verify it's one of the commutative. A into adjoint of A equals adjoint of A into A. So ನಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಥರ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೂ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಸಸ್ ನಾನ್ ಕಾಮಟೇಟಿವ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ನಾವು ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೂ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಸಸ್. ಎ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಸಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ adjoint is also a one of the matrix. But in this condition both are will be commutative. Therefore just will verify these are will be equal to each other. Therefore adjoint of A into A is nothing but what are the elements of the adjoint of the matrix is 4 1. Right diagonals are, left diagonals are changes with their sign, right diagonals are differ with the minus. Adjoint of A into A means 1 2 3 4. Now these are also get multiplied. Product of row with column, first into first row, 4 minus 3 into 2 is 6. Again first row second column, 4 into 2 is 8 minus 2 into 4 is 8. And second row first column, minus 3 into 1 is minus 3 plus 1 into 3 is 3. So right second row is minus 6 plus 4. So then the simplification is minus 2 0 0 minus 2 and let be called as an equation 2. So we'll already know that what are the elements of equation 1. So we'll comparing with each other. Equation 1 is also minus 2 0 0 minus 2, both are will be same. It means A into adjoint of A is equal to adjoint of A into A. So similarly now it's also equal to, now to prove that it's also equal to determinant of A into I. So now we'll be consider determinant of A into I. So I will already solve that. Whatever the value for determinant of A is minus 2. That is minus 2 into I, where I is called the identity matrix of order 2 cross 2. Those elements are nothing but 1 0 0 1. So after that multiplication, now if it is called as scalar multiplication of a matrices. So minus 2 into one of the matrix means what are the elements of the matrix A are, elements of the matrix I are multiplied by minus 2. So after that multiplication is minus 2 0 0 minus 2 and let be called as an equation 3. So after then we will comparing elements of all the three equation. We will already know that what are the elements of equation 1, equation 2 and in equation 3. So it means A into adjoint of A equals adjoint of A into A. It's also equal to determinant of A into I. It's one of the standard properties of adjoint of a matrices. To remember the statement of that property. The next condition is if A and B are the non-singular matrix of same order, because if multiplications of the two matrix exist if only for the conditions are will be satisfied. Therefore in that cases both AB and BR will be exist if the matrix are always having in the same order. So multiplication alli eradu condition AB matte BA eradu exist agbeku andre both the matrix are having in the same order. So after that multiplication is also a one of the non-singular. First of all, whatever the condition of non-singular. If A and B are non-singular means determinant of A is not equal to 0. Similarly, determinant of B is also not equal to 0. So after that multiplication of both of them, either AB and BA, both are will be non-singular. It means determinant of AB is not equal to 0. Similarly, determinant of BA is also equal to not equal to 0. That is another one of the properties of non-singular matrices. Third one is the determinant of the product of a matrix is equal to product of the respective determinants. Determinants of the product of matrices. First we will multiply the what are the elements of the given matrices A and B. After then we will find the values of the determinant is also equal to product of the respective determinants. So product of determinant of A into determinant of B. It's one of the shortcut form. Determinant of A into B, it's also equal to determinant of A into determinants of B. It's one of the formula to find the values of determinant of A into B. Then fourth one is one of the shortcut formula and important formula for according to the CET purpose. So what about the determinant of adjoint of A? So determinant of adjoint of A is nothing but how to prove that determinant of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A whole to the power of n minus 1. Now first we will find adjoint of A. So adjoint of A is nothing but what are they? Transpose of the cofactor. But we will already know that what about the statements of that properties of the adjoint? A into adjoint of A into adjoint of A equals adjoint of A into A. It's also equal to determinant of A into I. That is A into adjoint of A is also can be written as determinant of A into I by using that property. Now first we will simplify that values. A into adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A into I, where I is called the identity matrix of order 3 cross 3. That is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So we will be considering either 2 cross 2 or then 3 cross 3, but we will prove that according to the elements of 3 cross 3 matrices. So after that, if it is get multiplied with determinants of A. So that is determinant of A into 1 is determinant of A into 0 is 0 0 0 into determinant of A into 0 0 0 into determinant of A. It's one of the multiple of that matrix. So after that is A into adjoint of A. So after then we'll apply the determinant. Apply the determinant on both sides. Apply the determinants on both sides. That is determinant of A into adjoint of A. Determinant of A into adjoint of A is equal to, again we will represent it in the determinant. So in these cases these are the elements are in the form of matrices, but after that apply the determinant, these elements are enclosed in the modulus line. So determinant of A 0 0 0 determinant of A 0 0 0 determinant of A. So then we will just simplify in both LHS and the RHS. Now first we will observe the elements of their LHS. In their LHS are nothing but determinant of A into adjoint of A. These are in the form of product of two matrices. Therefore, if it is in the form of one of the properties of the determinants, the determinants of the product of a matrix is equal to product of the determinant. That is determinant of A into B. It's also can be written as determinant of A into determinant of B. By using that property, it can be written as determinant of A into determinant of adjoint of A. Determinant of A into determinant of adjoint of A. These are in the form of A into B. After that property, it can be written as determinant of A into determinant of B. That is in their LHS. Equal to, in their RHS is, now what are the elements of the first row? It's a multiple of determinant of A, because determinant of A 0 0, where these two 0 is also called as multiple of all the elements. Therefore, in according to the fifth properties of determinant, if all the elements of any row or any column, it's a multiple of some common number if it is possible to get an outside of the determinant. Therefore, in first row, one of the determinant of A as a common factor. Similarly, for the second row, it's also a multiple of determinant of A. In terms of 0, if it is possible to get common factors for any multiple numbers. Therefore, 0 determinant of A into 0. Again, it's another one of the determinant as a common factor. Similarly, in the third row is also one of the determinant as a common factor. So, in all the three rows, one of the determinant as a common factor. What about the remaining? Remaining is determinant of 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Then determinant of A into determinant of A into determinant of A is nothing but determinant of A whole cube. Determinant of A into determinant of A into determinant of A is nothing but determinant of A whole cube into determinant of 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So it's simplified by using in either one of the method is in their expansion form, otherwise by using the properties of determinant. Now it can be using for the properties of determinant if any one sides of the leading diagonal elements are will be 0. What about the values of the determinant? It's a product of the principal diagonal element. If one sides of the leading diagonal elements are will be 0, at least one side. But in these cases both of the sides are will be 0. Therefore, at least one case of the one sides of the leading diagonal elements are will be 0. Then the values of the determinant is the product of the principal diagonal elements. So what are that principal diagonal elements are? 1. So into 1. Therefore, in the LHS is determinant of A into determinant of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A whole cube into 1. So after that one of the terms are get cancelled. Therefore, determinant of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A whole power of 2. So it's one of the formula according to the 3 cross 3 matrices. But if it is also can be written as determinant of A whole to the power of 2 is nothing but 3 minus 1, because 3 is one of the order of the matrices. So we will be consider the order of the identity matrix is nothing but 3 cross 3. Therefore the 2 is also can be written as 3 minus 1. So therefore, so determinant of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A whole to the power of n minus 1, where n is the order of the matrices. Order of matrices. Therefore, that power is always depends on the order of the given matrix. It's a one of the formula or shortcut form how to find the adjoint determinant of adjoint of A. In particularly these types of problems are will be either in 1 mark problems, otherwise according to the competitive levels.